Hi everybody, this is a music lesson and this music lesson is all about pulse. We are going to learn a chant that shows pulse. Remember, the pulse is the steady heartbeat of a song. It should not speed up and it should not slow down as you're going along. Okay, so I think Fred's interested in this one because he spotted that there are some carrots at the bottom and he loves carrots. And this is a chant that lots of the children at our school enjoy doing. And it involves vegetables, which is why there's some carrots at the bottom. Now, lots of children confuse rhythm for pulse in this song because there are some really lovely words that makes children want to tap the pattern of the words out. For example, choppity is a really good word for tapping out the rhythm. Choppity, choppity, choppity. It feels nice to do that, but remember, pulse should not be confused with rhythm. Rhythm is the pattern of the words, and we're not tapping out the pattern of the words today. We are showing pulse. So I'm going to show you what I mean by using my hand. Now you would do this with your hand on your heart because a pulse is the steady heartbeat of a song. But because I am filming today, I'm going to just do it on the grass. Okay, so I'm going to start here and I just want you to watch what I do with my hand. Off I go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop off the bottom and chop off the top. What we have left we will put in a pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Now I kept that steady pulse going throughout. Some people sometimes get a little bit confused and they start doing the rhythm instead of the pulse. I'm just going to do the first line to show you what I mean. So remember, what I'm about to show you is wrong. So off I go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. That was the rhythm, choppity. It does get very confusing and it is a little bit tricky, so this is probably something you're going to have to practice lots of times before you get it right. And that's fine because I know you've all got really good growth mindsets at sticking with things until you succeed. So just keep trying. So I'm just going to do that first line again. So I'm going to do chop, chop, choppity chop. So I'm only hitting the grass on the chop. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Let's do that together. Are you ready? Off we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Let's have a look at the next line. So again, this has got a word in with more than one syllable, and that often makes people want to tap out the rhythm. So instead of bottom, they go bottom because they want to tap out the syllables. But remember, we're keeping the pulse of the song, not the rhythm. So let's have a look at this one again. It should go like this. Chop off the bottom and chop off the top. Chop off the bottom and chop off the top. So we're only showing the pulse on chop, bot, chop and top. Okay, let's have a look at this bit. What we have left we will put in a pot. What we have left we will put in a pot. Okay, and then the last line is the same as the first one. So it's chop, chop, choppity chop. So keep practicing that until you've got it. And then, once you have got that steady heartbeat of the song, you will be ready to do some actions. So for this one, we're going to pretend that we have a big stew pot in the middle of the grass. And we're going to use our hand like this to do some chopping. Now, each time you start this song, you have to decide what you're going to put in your stew pot. So I'm going to start with carrots. So I'm going to put my imaginary carrot here. And I'm going to go chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop off the bottom and chop off the top. What we have left we will put in a pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. And then I'm going to just brush the carrots into the bowl and give it a big stir. I'm going to taste it. It's not quite ready. I think we need something else. So what shall we choose this time? I'm going to choose Fred's favourite, celery. So I'm going to put my imaginary celery on here and I'm going to start chopping it. Let's do it together. Are you ready? Off we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop off the bottom and chop off the top. What we have left we will put in a pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. I'm going to push my celery into the bowl. Give it a big stir. Taste it. It's not quite ready. So I want you to go off and decide what's going to go in it next. Do the chant. Keep the steady pulse of the song going with that steady heartbeat and let me know how you get on. Bye for now, everybody.